What's going on, everyone? By popular demand, I'm making a new How to Play Roblox Island series since the last time I did one. It was still called Roblox Skyblock. And the game was very different than it is today. And many are telling me they don't really know how to play this game. It's a big surprise, right? I'm actually surprised that people don't know how to play this game. I guess because I've been playing it since it came out, that it does surprise me because it's so simple to me now. But yeah, I kind of remember playing this for the first time. It was pretty intimidating. I didn't know what to do. And I kind of just looked around and I was like, yeah, no. And then a couple friends were like, hey, you need to keep playing this game. You need to keep trying it. And this is how you do it. I'm like, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. So I am here to show you how to play Roblox Islands. This is a multi-part series where I'm going to take you from noob to pro in a short amount of time without forcing you with endless grinding in one session, since I tend to do that with all of my actual noob to pro videos. In my actual noob to pro videos, I spend a lot of time grinding in one session, and I'm not going to do that to you. So don't worry, this is going to be a pretty casual way of playing the game. I'm not going to force you through crazy grinds. So Islands is essentially a Minecraft skyblock on Roblox and is one of the best Minecraft inspired games to come to the platform. The great thing I love about it is it really comes to stand out on its own. While it tries to share some similarities to Skyblock, it doesn't try to be Skyblock, if that makes sense, because I've actually played Skyblock on Minecraft and it's very, very different to this game. There's very specific things that are shared across Minecraft in this game, but not everything. You know, like totems, we got totems in our game. They're very different than the Minecraft's version of totems. I don't know, it just feels very, very different. Even like our inventory feels different. In fact, it's way easier. I would say this game is way easier than Skyblock. Before I begin, this is a gentle reminder, if you haven't subscribed yet, this is a great opportunity to do so. If you want to, all up to you. I'm not going to beg you to do so. It's totally up to you. Like, maybe please sub to me. No, I'm kidding. No. So let's go ahead and get into this. So what you're seeing here is your own island, right? So this is your own island here. You're floating out here. Don't worry, there's a way to escape. Don't worry. See that portal over there? That portal will lead you to the main lobby. In that main lobby are going to be things like vendors, so you can actually buy and sell from them. And then just beyond that lobby, which we're going to show you in a minute, is some extra islands, kind of what we call adventure islands. The adventure islands are for places like, you know, Slime Island and Wizard Island, and you can kill mobs there and get rare drops. So that's how you're going to get really cool drops, including weapons and such. So in order to be able to get over there, we kind of need to build a path, right? So we need blocks in order to be able to get across. So we're going to make our way across in a minute, but the game already has kind of this like little tutorial here, and you can see it says equip your axe to, you know, from the hotbar. So you equip your axe. So this is your axe. With this axe, you can actually cut down trees. The other thing you can do is you can actually take out the ground with it. It's just not very efficient, right? So if you want to be able to just go straight to doing this, you can with your axe. And the pickaxe we're about to make can actually cut down trees as well. So you're not really needing an axe and a pickaxe if you don't really want to carry both. You can just carry one or the other. I always carry just the pickaxe. So, and there's upgrades and such, so you'll be able to get a better pickaxe. So inside here, this is your workbench, right? Right here. This is the starter workbench. This is the most basic one you can get, and you can get better workbenches later. And so opening this, you're going to see things you can make, right? So right now you can see the tutorial at the top tells you need to cut down a tree to gather wood. Well, the reason why we're doing that is so we can make our wooden pickaxe. So we're going to go ahead and cut down these trees. I think we only need one. Yeah, we only need one. And then see it says equip and plant your saplings to grow new trees. So when you cut down a tree, it actually gives you a sapling, just like if you were to cut down this, right? If I were to take this out, it gives me seeds. And so you can hit the E key, either E or you can click on this. Now, if you're on phone, it's going to be different. You're going to have to tap. But on this top left here, it says E. That's a great shortcut. So I can hit E just to open and close stuff. And what's great about this, remember E, okay? Because if I open anything, so if I open this and hit E, it closes it, right? So it will close anything I open, which I really love about this game. It has a really great way of shortcuts. So just remember the E key. E is your friend. And this is your inventory here. This is your hotbar of things that are equipped at the bottom here. This is your hotbar, right? You can actually go and equip everything inside here into your hotbar if you want. And now it shows up here. You only have 8 slots. And you can see here, I've got blocks equipped. I can actually equip my axe. And then here's my wheat. I can't replant this wheat. I have to replant seeds. So you can see this is a seed right here. So I can replant those. And you can see this little miniature tree. That is a sapling it wants me to replant. So I'm going to go and plant that tree back. And then next time I cut it again, it's going to give me more wood, right? So I can just keep replanting this and cutting it down over and over. So now you can see it's telling me to come back to the workbench. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to craft this pickaxe. So let's go ahead and craft that. And now I'm done with this. So now I've got my pickaxe. I can go back over to my inventory and equip that. And pretty much I'm done with the axe. I don't use the axe for cutting down trees. I know it's better. It is slightly better to use this on trees. I just don't like switching between tools unless I have to. Unless I really, really have to. I don't like switching. So here, going in here, basic workbench. See this right here? You've got the requirements are you need 4 more wood. So I have 1 out of 5. So that's what this means here. So in order to be able to craft this workbench, under here you can see what it requires, right? So over here it required 3 wood. Here it requires 5 wood and 2 ore. Now this ore is just for iron ore. They do give you a little starter deposit here, but in order to be able to get more, we need to go out to the lobby, or we need to come back and put a totem on our island. I'm not really going to get too much into totems, so don't worry about that for now. So going back here though, we're going to go and see what we need here. I need a little bit more wood and some iron ore. So you could just use the axe here, like I said, or you could just use the pickaxe. It's totally up to you. Pickaxe does require some more hits. We could deal with that. I'm going to go ahead and replant my seeds. So this is my wheat. And so the only reason why we need wheat right now is this is our main source of income. So once we get out there, we're going to be able to sell our wheat. That's why we're doing that. As you harvest, you can get more seeds by chance. See this plow right here? So I can pick that up, and now I've got it in my inventory. I'm going to go and equip it. So now with the plow, what I can do is see this brown stuff? That is just dirt, right? I can actually plow any grass into more dirt, which makes it an area that I can plant stuff on. So I can actually plant stuff on it right now. Ignore that firefly. It's not supposed to be out right now. I think it's stuck to daylight. I don't know what's going on. But you can see here, I can actually build grass, so I can place grass down like that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my pickaxe again, and I'm going to just pickaxe some dirt or grass. It's grass when it has grass on top, and it's dirt when it does not have grass. Either way, it's always grass. So like if I were to take this out, it's always grass, right? So see how it turned back to grass right here on the bottom right of the screen. Anytime you collect something, you're going to see what you get on the bottom right of the screen. See, it says +1 grass. So if I do that again, +1 grass. If I take this wheat, +1 wheat seeds and wheat, right? So I got 1 wheat and I got my seeds back. So going back to my inventory, I can replant like that. So you can see it's trying to guide me over here. It says place your grass to make a bridge. Gather the iron rock on the middle island. So it wants me to come over here, but it wants me to place some grass down. So we're going to go and place some grass down to make our bridge. We're going to start a little bit of a bridge over here because eventually we're going to need to get out there anyway. Let's go ahead and cut this tree down. Do you see the pickaxe isn't as good right now, but better pickaxes later cut almost the same as axes. So should be all right. Now you're definitely going to want to use your pickaxe for iron ore. So let's go ahead and just pick this up. So it actually, each ore will give you 2 drops like that. So coming back here, we're about to finish this. So it tells us to craft the basic workbench because we have enough now. So we have 7 out of 5 and we have 4 out of 2. So we have plenty. So I'm going to go and craft this. And now we're pretty much done with this basic workbench. We can get rid of that, and that's going to go back to our inventory. Again, it doesn't matter if you use pickaxe or axe. One's a little faster than the other. So coming up to those workbench, I just placed it, and we're going to go in here and I'm going to show you all the different things you can now craft. And I'm going to explain a little bit of what they do without trying to overwhelm you. So this fishing rod is going to help you fish outside. You can make ladders, you can make lights, you can make slabs. Some things are Game Pass oriented, like a jukebox. You can make signs and such. Very similar to Minecraft items, like torches. A campfire is going to be used for smelting iron. So we can actually build that next so that we can smelt iron. I'm going to go through that in a minute. This is your only sword that you can craft right now. All other weapons are crafted through an anvil, so we'll worry about that later. This is a sawmill that's going to help you with some wood processing. This furnace is just an upgraded version of the campfire. And then you can see some more tools, so I can upgrade my tools. You're definitely going to want to get a stone pickaxe when you can. The net here is for catching bees and fireflies. You don't need to worry about that. And pretty much most of these things you do not need to worry about at this stage. Like I said, there is a better workbench. You can upgrade this. And then there's actually a tier 3 that you can craft from this as well. So tier 2 will unlock more items that you can craft, and then tier 3 will unlock even more. So we'll get into that later. In this video, I'm only going to cover everything in tier 1. So don't worry about any of this stuff. I'm not going to cover most of these benches either. So we might cover a little bit here. I think we're going to cover probably the sawmill, and I don't know if you can make stone cutter in this. No, you can't make stone cutter in this yet. So we don't need to worry about stone cutting until tier 2. So part 2 of the video will go through the stone cutter and some other things. But in this case, we're just going to focus on wood and campfire and stuff. So let's go ahead and get ready to build a campfire. So we have 2 out of 10. So let's go ahead and start working on some more wood here. And then we got to replant. We got to remember to replant those saplings. Anytime we cut these down, we're replanting. And here's the the thing. Now, one thing to note, you see how close I just planted these? These, only one will grow out of these. So what's going to happen is, because I put them too close to each other, the trees actually need space, right? The trees actually need space to fully spawn. So if there's a chance that the trees are going to collide with each other, if they're fully grown, only one will grow. What I need to tell you, something that a lot of people forget, especially new players don't understand, is that even though only one spawned and grew full size like that, that these are actually getting matured as well at the same time. Either way, one of these is going to spawn all the way. So like that, it's going to fully grow. And then when it does, after I cut it down, one of the others that didn't grow fully will pop up right away. So they're actually, you know, growing. They're just not able to spawn fully into full size until space is made for them. So this is actually okay to put them together like this. So once that pops up, I will show you what that looks like. And then over here, you see this little bush. You can actually pick the berries from these. So these are actually, you can actually pick these, you can sell them, and see, I just picked them up, and then they're going to respawn right away. I don't have to replant seeds. I don't have to do anything to this bush. All I got to do is pick the berries and we're good. And then I'm going to show you what the berries can do real quick. So if I equip these berries, you can actually eat them. So if you took damage from like an enemy out, or like some kind of mob, then you can actually heal yourself by eating. So you just hold down on the object and it'll eat it. I'm not holding it down, so it's not eating it. You can't eat wheat, but you can eat berries and certain foods. So there's certain foods you can eat and that will heal you. I'm not going to do that because we're actually going to sell the berries to the vending in a minute. And what I'm going to do here, oh, see here, the tree's up. I'm going to cut this tree down, and one of these two are going to pop next because I just made space for them. See, that one popped. So they're actually all maturing and growing at the same time. They just can't spawn fully until space has been made for them. After I get some more grass, we're going to head out to the vending area where I'm going to show you how you can sell stuff, and you can actually buy other things for your island. So let's go ahead and chop down a little bit more grass so we have a full bridge. So if you're on mobile, it's going to be even more important unless you're really good at obbies. So I'm going to go ahead and make this full bridge, and now our cow can actually get across. The other thing I'll tell you is there's such thing as a fruit tree. So you can see these little apples here. You can actually pluck those. And then you see this beehive here. The bee is actually going to harvest honey, or it's going to harvest pollen from the flowers, and it's going to bring it back to the hive. And after a while, you'll be able to get honey from the beehive. I will show you how to do that and what honey can do in a future video. And let's go ahead and go back out to the portal though and introduce this. So here, as soon as you come through the portal, one thing I will tell you is you can actually go back to the portal and it'll take you back to your island. So all good there. So here you can see these guys. There's a banker, there's a mechanic, there's totems. I'm going to explain what all of these NPCs do. So the banker, if you ever get money bags, so you see how I've got 0 coins right now? If I ever had money bags from someone, I can go into here and I can sell the money bags back to the banker. All that does is it puts money back into my wallet. This is more like a bank balance than a wallet. So I could actually buy money, which makes no sense, but it will soon. So basically what that does is it takes it out of the bank, right? So if I buy bags, what that does is it puts money into my inventory that I can then transfer to someone else. So that is a great way for you to transfer money to someone, is dropping them money bags. It's only good when you're a new player. I will tell you that right now. It is only good for a new player. Advanced players use vending machines, which I won't really confuse you with, but that's how they transfer money typically. So this is really for new players if they want to be able to buy and, you know, trade and stuff. I would say be careful about this unless someone's giving you money. I would say never do transactions through that. And then here with the mechanic is something more advanced. I will not bother in this tutorial with the mechanic. You do not need the mechanic. So that is a little bit more advanced than what we're ready for, but this is going to be for automation. And then selling crops. So if you click on this guy, you can actually talk to them and sell. So obviously we have wheat, so you can hit the all button and it'll tell you how much coins you're going to get for the 12 wheat that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that. Now I've got my first 60 coins. And then remember, we were going to sell this berry, and we have 1 right now, so we can sell that. Now we have 82 coins. 82 coins. We're rich. No, I'm kidding. But over here, you can see the seeds person. So the seeds person can sell you various seeds, right? So like different types of crop seeds. And so in here, you can buy wheat, tomato, potatoes, carrots, onions, and grapes. And the reason why you'd ever want to buy these and plant these and harvest these is you'll notice something in a minute. Well, I'm going to go back to the sell guy. So the sell guy, you see this wheat only gives us 5 coin per wheat, and then it gets more. So carrots will give us 25, potatoes will give us 10, tomatoes will give us 8, and so on, right? So onions being the second best, the best being starfruit. So starfruit will give you the most, which is really, really great. So starfruit is expensive to get right now, so don't worry about starfruit. You can actually get starfruit seeds for free from islands, so the various mob islands. But I will tell you right now, what we're going to do is we're probably going to move over to carrots pretty soon when we're ready, because carrots will give you 25 coins per, and they're actually fairly affordable. So if you go over to the seed costs, carrots only cost 500 coins, whereas if we were to try to jump straight to onions, which sell for 30 a piece instead of carrots that sell for 25 a piece, look at the difference in pricing. So it's actually, I've done a lot of tests. Carrots are the best way for you to go. So that's where we're going to go next. And then you can see down here, you can actually buy more trees. So you can buy more saplings for 50 coins a piece. These are different types of trees. You don't need to worry about these yet. These are going to be for crafting certain things later. So you're going to need maple later for certain things, pine for certain things, you know, hickory. I don't think you're ever going to need avocado. That's just something new that they added that we don't really need. Let's go back over here and talk about blocks. So this blocks vendor will actually let you like buy different types of blocks. You can't buy that many. So these are right here. You see these say sell. So you can sell these types too. So you can sell wood, you can sell stone, and you can sell iron. But down here, you can only buy grass, sand, gravel, and some glass blocks, and then some carpet blocks, carpet or rug. This is going to be the most important, is the grass, because you're going to need that to be able to expand your island, right? So you need that in order to be able to expand. There's no functional difference to these except that if you plow grass, you can actually plant crops on it. That's the only functional difference between these. There's no, other than maybe hit points and stuff, I would say just buy grass later. So we're not going to do that yet, but come over here. I'm going to buy, let's see, I'm going to buy one more tree. So we have another sapling. Baker, you don't have to worry about. That is for cooking and buying and selling with the baker. So if you make food later, you're going to sell to the baker, which we're not going to get into. Oily crops, you don't need to worry about until we get into industrial. So that's going to be our probably part 2 or 3 of the video. Talia, she is for your cow. So you can see here, it says, tell me about animals, and she's going to help you level up your cow. So you can see here, she's got a quest for you. It says pet a cow 3 times. So when we're ready to start doing our cow kind of quests, you can go and work with her on that. And then at the very end here, at the very, very end, you're going to find the adventurer, but adventurer basically sends you off to here. So it does say you need a weapon. You don't need a weapon to go through the portal. So you can see I can just go straight through the portal without a weapon, but you don't really want to go here without one because you're going to get demolished by slimes if you try to attack them without a weapon. So one thing I will tell you though, is you can see here, you can actually sell stuff that you get from the different mobs. So I can actually sell like from the wizards, and these will drop from slimes, and these will drop from scorps and stuff. And then these you can actually pick up on different islands. So I'm not going to really go into this in this video. We'll get into that more later. So over here, you can see this is a bunch of rocks. This is just a shared public like area we can farm from. So we can go over here, and this is going to give me stone. And then you can see there's this little spreckled like white little blocks on top of the gray block. This is iron. So you actually started out with one of these blocks or deposits on your island, and it gives you iron ore. And this is the black ones are actually coal, so you can actually farm coal here. And those are the 3 blocks or deposits or deposits you can actually get out here is ore, copper, and stone. So that's the 3 types of deposits you're going to be able to get. And you can see over here there's a fish floating around. This is for fishing, so I can actually fish, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. And this is the fisherman you can sell your fish to. So we're going to come back here in a minute. Let's go ahead and get back here and craft our stuff here. So let's go ahead and get our campfire going. So we're going to cut this down, switch back to axe. So we're cutting that down, and we're going to make our campfire. So we have enough for a campfire. We're going to scroll down here, and there's our campfire. So I'm going to craft it, put that in my hotbar so I can place it. That's the only way you can place stuff. You have to, if you want to place something, you have to put it in your hotbar. And so you can select it, and you can see nothing's happening, right? You're like, dude, I put my campfire down. Now what, DV? Here's what you're going to do with your campfire. So you can hover over it and see how it says open. Hit F on it to open it, and then see how nothing else is shown here other than these items, right? So 4 blocks are shown. That's because only these blocks are usable with this item right now. So only these in my inventory currently can be used with the campfire. You can see I can actually smelt iron. So see how it's in an ore, so heat up to smelt into iron. So if I click that, it's going to be at the top, and at the bottom you can see it's supposed to have like a little flame, but I don't have any fuel in here, so I actually need to fuel it. Well, there's 2 ways I can fuel it. I can fuel with coal, which I did farm from that coal deposit, or I can use wood. So it's actually right here. This little progress bar right here means this is how much time it has to cook still. And then there's another progress bar outside, which is telling you how long it's going to be until it's done smelting. So there's 2 progress bars going on right now. So there's one inside here, and when that runs out, it's going to consume another wood or fuel, right? So this one's still going up here, and that one's going down. So this one goes out faster. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. So if you hit F, it's going to automatically collect it. So now I have 1 iron ingot in my inventory. So we're going to do it again. and we're going to use some wood. And then if you hit E, you can see that I've got iron now in my inventory, right? So right there, that's iron. So we can use this for crafting certain things. So while that's smelting, I'm going to go over here and show you some of the things we can craft with it. So you can see small furnace is an upgrade. So small furnace is the next upgrade we want to go for from campfire, because what small furnace can do, so see campfire can only do one at a time, right? So we got this and it's only doing one iron ore at a time. Well, eventually we're going to want a lot more iron. And the way to get that is we need a small furnace. Small furnace can actually do 3 items at a time. So you see small furnace needs 10 stone, which we already have because we farmed that outside, and we need 8 more iron. So we need to do this 8 more times, or we need 8 more blocks, or ingots as you call them, iron ingots. We need 8 more of those. And so once this is done, you can see I've got 3 now. So going over here, I'm waiting for that to cook. So I need 7 more for that to work. And then while that's going on, we should be replanting these and cutting this down so we can keep our fuel going. And I think we're going to run out of iron. So in order to be able to go get iron, we need to go back outside and get some more. We're going to need 5 more iron. So we need to get a couple stacks out there. So let's go ahead and get some more iron ore. So coming back out here, we're going to go straight to the mining area again, get our pickaxe out, and we're just going to crush 2 of these. So I got 2 iron ore and we need a total of 5. So we have 3. So we're just going to hit this one and we should have 6, 5 or 6. We got 6 now. No, we got 7. Okay. So you can actually, another shortcut, you don't always have to run through the portal. Another shortcut is use this little compass here. See how you click on that and then it says invites. You can visit your own island. So my name right now is How to Play Islands. You can click visit and you're back to your island. So let's go ahead and continue smelting this. So that's going again. And we have 5 iron so far. Let's go ahead and gather these crops and replant. So you're just going to keep that cycle going. You're going to keep replanting. You're going to keep harvesting, replanting, harvesting, replanting. That's an endless cycle that you're going to continue to go through. And this ran out. So let's go ahead and get that going. Just keep feeding it. We already harvested our berries. Now, the other thing, you see this grass here. You can just get rid of that. You can just use your pickaxe to knock that out. You want to keep the flowers out for the bees if you can. But if you wanted to move the flowers, one thing I'll tell you, if you want to move the flowers, don't hit F on it. Harvesting flowers will give you flowers. But if you were to break the flower, it'll give you a seed. Watch. See, I'll give you 1 flower seed. So now I can actually move that flower somewhere closer. So maybe I want it closer to the tree. I can plant it right there. And so that way I don't actually lose that seed. Same thing for this berry bush right here. If I wanted to move the berry bush, just pickaxe it. And then now I've got the seed. So equip the seed and I can move that berry bush somewhere else. So if I want to move over here, I could just replant it. Let's go ahead and continue with this. Get some more trees going. Now you can actually pet your cow too. You get F on the cow and it'll give you hearts. You can also feed your cow and eventually you're going to be able to milk it. We're not going to get into that right now. But you can see the flower grew right there and we can go and harvest these apples as well. All good there. The bee's going to come back out in a bit and let's go ahead and get some more of this going. How much more do we need for our furnace? We need 3 more for our furnace. So once you have a furnace, things are going to go much faster for your iron. Highly recommend doing that. All right. So we have 10 iron now, so we can actually make the small furnace. So I'm going to go and craft that. So now we have that in our inventory. I'm going to go ahead and place that. And now that that's done, we can actually get rid of this campfire. We don't need it anymore. So now in here, you can see I can actually place 3. So I can do that. So if I had 3 iron, I could actually fill that up. But I only have 1 right now. So we don't actually need all this fuel. But that'll cook things so much faster. So now that hopefully you understand these basics, I'm going to go into this next step. Next, we are going to craft a fishing pole. And then we're also going to craft a wooden sword. You do need 20 wood for the sword. And you needed 10 for the fishing rod. So I'm going to go ahead and make some more wood here by cutting down trees. Let's cut these trees down. All right, we're good. So we can go over here and craft our wooden sword. So go and click on that, craft it. So now we have enough to start going outside. So I'm going to go show you how to fish real quick. So that is a great way for you to be able to make money. So come over here. Let's equip our fishing pole. I like to go in a first person view. You can do without first person view. The problem is wherever your body is facing is where it's going to throw. So if I face this way, even though I'm pointing my mouse towards the fish, it's going to go straight wherever my body is. And the longer I hold, the further it's going to throw, right? So if I do that, then it's going to do a short tap. If I hold long, it's going to go really far. See how far it went? So I like to go in first person because it just makes it so much easier for me to aim. You can also drag it around. See how I'm dragging around? Now, the fish aren't that smart. So if I just go like this and plunk that, the fish aren't going to go straight to my bobber. It's not not going from here to here. You actually need to get it pretty close to it. So we're going to go close up to it here. And if I have to, I can drag it around and get it close. There you go. So you can see it starts bubbling and then you click again. So as soon as it starts doing those little bubbles, you're going to click again or tap again. So let's do this again. Let's get close to them and clicked again. So I got another fish. Now, if I have it fairly close to it, it will start heading toward it. So it's not super dumb. There's like a little radius that as long as you're close to it, it will go towards it. It just won't if you're like over here. I have never seen it like head towards this is what I'm trying to say. So you still need to get it fairly close to it so that it actually comes to it. See how it's ignoring it? So you need to get it closer to it, and that's dead on. And then once you have this, you can actually go and sell this to the fisherman. Now there are some rare drops in here. You can actually get a propeller and a pearl. If you get a propeller or a pearl, don't go and give it away to someone. They are actually rare drops. So the pearl and the propeller are rare drops. You want to keep a hold of those until you understand pricing. So there's actually like propellers are worth like 1 million coins right now, and pearls are around 60,000 or so, give or take. So fisherman, clicking on him or hitting F on him will actually send up this screen, and you can see there's all varying types of fish that you can sell to them. And these are the best right here, right? So you have the eel that's worth 140 and the swordfish that's worth 500. You will notice there's no pearls or propellers in here that you can sell to him because those are rare drops, and you're going to sell those manually through vending machines later. I'm not going to get into vending machines in this video, but I will tell you that is the way to trade. So here you can see I've got some salmon. I can sell that. I can sell these and that. I can also sell, I've got one of those. So you can see I just made some more coins. So this is a great way for you to be able to make money. So I could just keep fishing for hours, right? If I wanted to. If you kind of got bored of that, which I usually get bored of very quickly, let's go out here with our sword. So let's go all the way out here, and we're going to go farm some slimes. You can use an auto clicker for this if you want to. So if you don't want to have to keep doing this all day long, you can use an auto clicker. So now one thing I will tell you is how this works, how the hits work. So if I were to swing, right, I could do this, and it is hitting them, but your body kind of has to face them. Alternatively, you can also do this as long as your cursor is on them. You can do that as well. So you can either do where your body is facing, or you can click on it. That's pretty much the basics of it. You do not want to get up close to it. You want to keep what we call kiting. You want to kite it. So you just kind of click, and you can see as long as you're clicking kind of in front of it where it's going to go to reach you, it'll eventually do this. And this is the best way for you to farm. Just kind of move away from them as you're farming. Now, if you're on mobile, it is a big pain in the butt. It is a big pain in the butt to kill these. And you can see there's a blue guy here. Of course, if you're assuming this is special because there's only one of them, you are correct. So blue is more special than green, and pink is the best one you can get. So if you see a pink, you want to go and focus on that as much as you can. Don't let that thing get away from you, because pink actually drop a special item called pink gears. They have a chance to, and pink gears are used for industrial equipment that you're going to want later. So you can see this blue sticky gear. I got a blue sticky from that, and then I've got some green stickies already. So those are actually going to be used for crafting stuff. So like green stickies are used for crafting a vending machine later. Blue sticky gears are used for other types of industrial equipment. Once you're done in this area, then you're going to go back and you can sell these slimes to the adventure guy, right? So you can sell these, and this is a great way for you to make money. I already got 8 green slimes. So imagine, I think these are worth like 5 a piece or so, or 10. I have to double check. We'll see that in a minute. So you can see there's another portal over here, right? This is where you want to eventually lead to. So the further you go, the harder the mob get. I actually did drop a key. Cool. So I had a key, and the keys will drop from the slimes. So you got to kill the slimes a lot, and they will randomly drop keys for you over here. So you can see Slime Island down there. So they will actually drop you different items. So like I dropped a ancient slime string from them. So they will always drop slime balls, but they don't always drop the rare items. They drop like all kinds of stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And then on this island is actually gold deposits, and you can see I've got some buffacore here. They're looking at me like, dude, what do you want? So if you kill these, they have a 50% chance of dropping gold, right? So they can drop gold to you, and they can also drop different rare, like these crystals. They call them buffacore crystals, and you can use those for crafting really great things. So I won't go into that, but here you can see there's a gold ore deposit here, and this is actually really great because you can actually smelt gold, and gold is worth a lot. So you're going to have to, the only way that you can sell gold, of course, is through trading. You can't sell these to vendors. So they're kind of useless if you're by yourself at first. But you can see I just got 3 gold ore, and we're going to have to smelt that just like iron, right? So we have to smelt that just like we did with iron. And coming over here, you can see there's another portal right here, and there's no sign. They need to actually add a sign that says wizard. So this is actually the wizard portal that takes you to Wizard Island. That's the island over there. So that island over there is wizard, and then that island right there is the desert island, which is where you kill scorps. So you kill wizard lizards there, you kill scorps there. Wizard lizards are going to help you get like a spell book later, and scorps will help you with vamp bows, so like a special bow. And coming back over here, we're just going to go back because we don't really need to be here for this video. You don't really need anything at these islands right now. I'm going to go show you one more thing over here in this little pond. And you can see there's another fish here, right? So you can actually fish, and so you don't have to actually use the main lobby for fishing. If someone's like bugging you or they're stealing your stuff, you can just fish here. And then one thing is kind of hidden, but if you go inside and dive in, you can actually see these other types of deposits. These are actually Aqua Ore Deposits. So you can actually get aqua shards from this. And this is actually very important for you to know because eventually you're going to want to upgrade your weapon. And this is a great way to do it, is using aqua shards. There's a weapon that requires 200 aqua shards. It's called the Aquamarine Sword, and that is a great weapon for you to use when you're starting out. Now, it does require 200 aqua, and it requires some pearls. So you're going to want to do a lot of fishing, and you're going to have to farm a lot of this. Coming back, let's go ahead and go back for a moment to our island. And I want to talk a little bit about different weapons you can get. So you can see right here, there's no anvils, right? You have to actually craft a tier 2 to be able to get your anvil, to be able to make a better weapon later. And I'm going to show you some shortcuts in a little bit on how to skip some of this stuff. But I just want to make sure you know how to play first. So you can see here, I can actually upgrade my pickaxe from going from wooden pickaxe to a stone pickaxe. And that requires a bunch of stone and some wood. The wood's going to be easy. The stone, you can actually just do this if you wanted to for the stone. So you could just take out 20 of these and you got your stone, right? So I've got one more stone. It's very easy to do. In fact, most people get rid of their stone anyway, so I would just do this. Alternatively, you can go back out to the lobby and farm stone deposits, but I would just do this. All right, so we have enough to make our next pickaxe. So we're gonna go ahead and get that stone pickaxe. So I've got that, and now we can unequip that and get our new one here. So you can see how much faster it's gonna be now for us to do this. So this is stone. Way faster to get stone now, faster for us to even cut trees. So eventually you can actually upgrade to two more pickaxes. There's an iron pickaxe, and then there's a gilded steel pickaxe. The gilded steel is pretty much the best. We want to see if we can buy a carrot seed. So we can sell crops. We're going to sell these. We're going to sell our berries and our apples. So we're close. We have 378 here, but we can't quite do it. So now I am going to talk about how you can make money in this game. Obviously, you want to be able to buy stuff. You're struggling, right? You're like, DV, I need to be able to buy trees, or I need to buy seeds, or I need to buy crops, and I can't afford anything. What do I do? What do I do? No. Well, okay, let me get you sorted here. So one is obviously crops. So we already started with our wheat, and you're not making a whole lot off the wheat. It's very slow. You have to wait forever, right? You can see here, I've got 5 going, and it's just taking us forever to be able to make money. You can make money off of berries. Now, berries, if you harvest this every 100, I think it's about every one in about 100 harvests, you're going to get another seed. So you're going to be able to get another bush, and so on. And then over here, of course, you have the apples. You also have wood, right? So you have these saplings we need to replant. You also have wood that you can sell. So those are the main ways you can make money on your island as of right now. And obviously, you're going to want to upgrade your farms. So you're going to do that over time, and you're going to want to be able to basically start getting carrot seeds, right? And then of course you can sell fish to the fisherman, and that's a great way to make money. And then you can also sell these slime balls, which we should have done. I actually totally forgot to do that. Let's go over here and sell those. So I already got 40 there, and I've got 1 blue. I got 2 blue, so that's 70 coins there. So we're really, really close to 500 coins to be able to get our first carrot seed. Now that is really daunting, right? So I can actually go over here and I can sell wood as well. So I can sell my wood for 24. So now we got 500. I can go over here and buy my first carrot seed. So let's go ahead and buy that. And we can plant that at our island in a minute. So one thing I will tell you, I actually made a video on ways to make coins fast that kind of explains all the different ways you can make coins. If you want to check that video out after this tutorial, you can. I am linking it in the description below, so you can check that out. But in the meantime, what I would tell you to focus on while you're waiting for the next tutorial video, what I would tell you to focus on is work on fishing, do lots of fishing, kill lots of slime. Just repeat those 2 things for a bit, and then also farm lots and lots of gold. And again, that's from the Buffalo Island. You already saw how to do that. Because what you're going to do after that is you're going to come back to your island, and so you're basically going to smelt your gold, and you're going to sell that to vendors. And you're like, well, how do I find vendors that buy gold? Well, you're going to sell it to other players. So this is what I would do if I were you. I would focus on farming and selling gold. So I've got some gold here. I'm going to smelt the rest, and then we're going to go sell this. We're going to find a buyer. So where you're going to sell stuff. So anytime you want to be able to sell stuff, I would highly recommend not selling to people on public servers. Most of the time, people on public servers are just really, really cheap. So they don't like to spend money. They don't like to spend coin. And most of them are just new to the game, so they don't really understand what the value of things. Okay, so we got enough gold here. So we have 5 gold. Here's the next step I would recommend, if you can, if you're patient enough. So what I would do is I would actually go to the navigation bar here. See the little navigation thing? And you see here at the bottom, it says discover. And it shows like all these different servers. These are all different like worlds or islands. And these are called published islands. These aren't just islands like yours. These are actually Pro Pass members. So they paid 20 bucks to get Pro Pass. So over here are all the game passes. They basically bought Pro Rank. Pro Rank gives you the ability to publish your island. See this? So that allows you to publish your island. And here is a join code. So if someone give you a join code, then that would actually allow you to join their island to transact with them. So that's basically their code. So anytime you publish, you're given a code that you can give out to others, right? So that is a great way for you to join someone. And I can connect to any of these. So most of these are going to be shops. Like majority of these are going to be shops. And a lot of them actually give away items. So I've actually done plenty of videos. If you just look through my playlist, you'll see lots and lots of videos on how to get free stuff. And that's this is one of the techniques is you'll see like people saying they're dropping stuff, right? They're saying drop party. Anytime you see drop party, it basically means they're giving away stuff. Doesn't mean there's always good stuff. Well, what I would do is find someone that's buying stuff. And typically for gold, you're going to want to go pretty high. Don't go less than like 5,000. That looks fantastic. I've never seen this place. Look at that. That looks so cool. It's like a giant mall. How neat. This is a really cool location. There's some gold. Okay, I'll sell for 4,000. I'll sell for 4,000. That's close enough. So I just sold a bunch of stuff for 4,000. So I sold all 5. You can see I'm already at, based on that, I'm at 20,000 already. So it's actually not that hard to make money if you know how to, if you're patient, know exactly how to trade. This place is amazing though. So you're definitely going to want to focus on gold because gold is one of the easiest things and everyone needs it. You can also farm a lot of wood. So farming a lot of wood. Wood is actually worth about I would say about 500 to 1,000 a piece. So, and you get a lot each time you cut down wood, right? So you don't just get one piece of wood each time you cut a tree down. You get about 3 to 4. So if you think about it, you're doing about the same as gold. The problem is just finding buyers that are willing to pay what it's worth. So again, you're going to want to, you're going to win some and lose some. So either way, that is the best way right now. If you're looking to make some money, you can see here, look at this propeller, 500,000. So, do lots of fishing. Maybe you're going to get some propellers, kill lots of slime. Maybe you're going to get some, rare drops. So I hope this video was helpful to you for starting out in islands. Next video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up totems on your farm and how to grow your farm out. So again, you're going to be going back and you're going to be expanding on your carrot farm. And I'm going to be showing you how to make an auto carrot farm so it can automate the ease of, buying and selling. So we can actually automate your farm so you're not having to work so hard for it. And then I'm also going to show you how to make industrial equipment like this. So you can see they've got conveyors like this and there's smelters and things like that you haven't even seen yet, including, look at this tier 3. Look at this tier 3 over here. See these anvil and see this tier 3 workbench? You can actually use these. So when you're visiting a published island, you can actually use these. So you don't need to make these right away to start using them. So I can actually use this anvil right now. And remember that Aquamarine Sword I was telling you about? I've got 2 Aquamarine. I need 200 more and 2 more pearls. So you can actually start crafting things without the need of actually having an anvil on your own island. And same for any workbench, like any other workbench, except for things that you place items into. And then of course there's tier 3, and tier 3 gives you a lot of different items. We won't go into this video. I do want to cover one more thing. So if anyone asks you for build permissions, what that means by this is like, see this player permission screen right here, and this right here, if you wanted to invite any of these players to your island, right, you click on these. So I'm going to invite everyone. And the issue is, see this build off, never turn these on. No matter what they ask you, if they say, I want to help you expand your island, please give builds. Like, that is a big problem. They might be friendly and they might be giving you stuff like this, right? I'm not saying this person's a scammer. I'm just saying you got to be careful, even though they're trying to help you and they're giving you things and you think they're nice. And especially if if they walk around like this and they look like they're trying to, do stuff, like, you just need to be really careful, because the richer you get, the more likely they're going to try to scam. So, you can, say thank you when you're given stuff. Thank you. But do not, under any circumstance, give them build permissions. Any good player in the game, they will never ever ask you for permissions to build. Like, that is usually it's someone trying to scam you. It's usually someone trying to scam you. You know, you got to be really careful. Even though they're being nice, you got to be really careful. And some people are super helpful, but he's not asked once for build permissions. So that is key, right? So nice players and people that are helpful will never ever ask for build permissions. They'll just drop you stuff because they don't need to do anything on your island. They just need to give you the stuff. So if they want to give you stuff, they can just drop it to you. That is a fair player. They're not going to scam you that way. But if they're trying to ask you for build permissions, they're trying to scam you. So do not trust anyone that is asking for build permissions, whether they're nice, whether they've given you stuff. Do not trust them. I'm telling you this. I've done a lot of trolling scammers videos. I know what they do. I know all their tactics. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for the nice people. Don't fall for the nice people. They're not always nice, okay? Because all they need is build permission. They can take everything back. So be careful. Just be careful. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If it was helpful to you, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you are new. And I look forward to showing you part 2 of how to play Roblox Islands coming soon. Take it easy.